So for those that don't know, the Traxler counterattack. Oh, Lichess is so friendly and informative. It's a line in what looks like is going into a fried liver from the two knights, where instead of black playing the main move d5, allows white to feast on the f7 pawn, and then really cool things happen. So I just discovered Magnus had 2 games in this on Lichess, winning both of them against one of the top-rated players on Lichess, Sergey Zhigalko. Also, thanks to all the subs. Hey, it's leechess.org. What's up, leechess.org? Shout out to leechess.org, which is the site that I'm using to stream on right now. If you're just joining, we were just watching Magnus play chess, but now he's no longer playing. So now we're looking at his like older games. We discovered 2 games where he played the Traxler opening as black. And unfortunately, yeah, Zhigalko didn't play like the more fun line, which is understandable. I think most stronger players will play bishop takes f7. Yeah, Masters database. But on Lichess, I think knight f7 is probably more popular. Over 108,000 games. So let's look at this game. Wait, what? Oh, Magnus also had this as white. Oh, that's cool. So he's won all 3 games in the Traxler. 2 with black, 1 with white. At least from the DrNykterstein account. Karpov played this in 1983. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, this is a cool thing about the Lichess database. You can really dig into some history of some of these openings. Not sure what's more exciting. Karpov playing the Traxler or Karpov playing Ray Enigma. Anyway, let's see what happened. Engine doesn't like this opening, but it's very, very tricky. Okay, so black's king is on e7. The reason for playing this as black, at first it looks terrible because you lose castling rights, you lost a pawn, but the fact that there's now more open lines, given that there's no pawn on f7, mainly the f-file and this diagonal, which can be used by the rook and then the queen, and white's going to lose time having to move the knight again. So queen e8. We're going to ignore the engine for a bit. Also, it's kind of hard to ignore the engine. Look at this graph. Look at this graph. White was winning the whole game, but Magnus kept surviving, and then at some point, Zhigalko fell off a cliff. That's crazy. Okay, can I turn off engine? Okay, no more engine. Let's try and identify the points that white... Ooh. Bishop f7. Oh, that's why queen g6 is a blunder. Oh, that's kind of nasty. And queen h6. Yeah, this can get really nasty. Knight e6 hitting the queen and the bishop and the pawn. And hugging the king. Adfoss says, yeah, Magnus doesn't know theory. So what's the theory? Instead of queen g6, the move to play is d6, which makes some sense. Okay, so Magnus was basically down a queen most of this game. So Magnus is playing a Traxler and a Botez Gambit. But yeah, in exchange for being down a queen, what does black have? 2 knights. Actually, white's up a pawn too. So Magnus has 2 knights for queen and pawn. But this was a bullet game, so... Okay, let's see what happened. Bishop trades for knight. Now it's bishop and knight for queen and pawn. White building up on the king side, but black holding on. G5 looks like a nice move. Still holding on. It's a nice strategy when you're down material like this. Just hold on for dear life. Man, it's a triple battery gun. Have to play 98, I think. Man, look at these pieces. So this and this are defended. I don't see how black defends everything here. King f8. So defending the rook, losing a pawn. How does Magnus win this? Yeah, the goal is to identify the turning point. He's still surviving. Oh, okay. The rook is lost. Knight h7. But Magnus doesn't take it. What is this? Wow, so he does win the exchange. White's still winning, though. Oh, no. Did White move the queen to the h-file? No, White's playing well. Oh, King G1. Oh, he had 2 seconds left. I wasn't looking at the timestamps. So Magnus just kept surviving until Zhigalko got super low on time. And then the counter Botez Gambit. Oh no, my queen. What a game. Okay, let's look at one more game. Is it this one? So it's this one. Oh, this game. Wait a minute. This game, Magnus wins with the Traxler in 16 moves against the same opponent. 3,000 rated GM. Let's see what happens. Same line. Okay, bishop c4, slight difference than bishop b3. Now, does Magnus learn from his mistake? I don't know if this game was before or after the previous one. Okay, d6, better move. I mean, we're already like almost 10 moves into the game. So Magnus wins the game in like 5 or 6 more moves. I wonder if Zhigalko is going to get maiden on f2. Because that's slightly tricky to see. At least for a beginner player. Knight g4, hitting the pawn 3 times. Knight f7, wow. Obstructing the queen, attacking the rook. Magnus goes for the fork. Queen h5. Now this is like the craziness of the Traxler, where things are like hanging left and also left. So it takes... Oh no, did White take here? No. So Magnus is up a rook.
Is inaccurate.
G6. Check. We're going to see king c6. King e8. So the queen's attacked now. Bishop a4, losing the... Magnus doesn't take the knight because of rook f1. So c6. And White resigns in this position. White just ran out of steam. And now this and this are hanging, and White's already down a rook. Oh, queen e8. Queen e8's inaccurate? Is rook f8? Or d6? Ah, rook f8. Yeah, it might be worth exploring the theory someday. Those were some fun games, though. I might have to put this section on YouTube. Magnus Carlsen plays the Traxler. What does the computer think about this game? Enable. How do I enable? There we go. Wait, what? White was winning the whole game? What is this graph? Was White better in the final position? No. The final position looked losing. Oh, this graph only goes through... The graph kind of is hiding behind something. Refresh. Hey, there's a graph. Okay. So the turning point was this moment. White played bishop f7, which looks logical, but it's kind of wasting time. Yeah, because he just helped improve the queen, gave black an extra move, and then f2 is hard to defend. Okay. So white was not winning this whole game. Yeah, final position was minus 7.5 in black's favor. All right. If this goes on YouTube, hello to YouTube. Let me know if you want to see more content like this, where we just like look at Magnus Carlsen's crazy openings. Be fun to do like a deep dive and some other like maybe fun gambits that he plays. Also, Twitch chat says hi.
Hello.
And Electric Eye says hello. A lot of first time viewers and chatters. Yeah, if you're new here, feel free to say hi. Hey, more first time viewers. Chat is so welcoming.